Echoes of ancient wisdom, parallels between Plato's Recollection and Eastern philosophies. Plato's theory of recollection, notably presented in the Meno and the Phaedo, is based on the idea that the human soul possesses an innate knowledge of universal truths acquired before its birth in the sensible world. This concept finds striking parallels in several Eastern and Asian philosophies, which share similar views on spiritual memory, transcendental knowledge, and the quest for truth. Here are some notable connections. Vedic philosophy and Hinduism. Reincarnation and soul memory. In Vedic texts and Hindu philosophy, especially in the Upanishads, the soul, Atman, is considered eternal and connected to the ultimate truth, Brahman. Through its multiple rebirths, the soul carries an implicit memory of past experiences, even if they are veiled in each incarnation. Jnana Yoga. The path of knowledge involves remembering the unity with the divine, an idea resonant with Platonic recollection, where true knowledge is about rediscovering what the soul already knows. Bhagavad Gita with Macron. Krishna teaches Arjuna that divine knowledge is a rediscovery of what is already within oneself, but obscured by ignorance, avidity. Buddhism. Awakening and nature of the mind. In Buddhism, particularly in the Mahayana tradition, there is the idea that the nature of the mind is intrinsically pure and achieving enlightenment, body, involves dispelling the veils of ignorance, allowing recognition of this fundamental truth. Karmic memory. Teachings on karma suggest that impressions or memories of past actions influence rebirths and perception. Though not universal knowledge per se, this idea of the persistence of past experiences is comparable to recollection. Concept of Tathgatagarbha. The idea that every being contains the potential for Buddhahood and that it involves revealing what is already present evokes similarities with the innate knowledge mentioned by Plato. Taoism. Return to the Tao. Taoism advocates a return to the natural and original state of being, often obscured by social and mental constructions. The Tao Te Ching suggests that true wisdom comes not from accumulation, but from shedding and reconnecting with the source, an idea resonant with recollection as a return to oneself. Intuitive knowledge. Taoism values a form of intuitive knowledge, often considered innate, similar to how the Platonic soul remembers eternal truths. Sufism and Persian spiritualities. Memory of divine origin. In Sufism, a mystical branch of Islam, the human soul is seen as separated from its divine source. The spiritual quest is described as a recollection or remembrance, dhikr, of this original union with God. Persian mystic poetry. Poets like R.M. often express the idea that the human soul already knows divine truth but must reconnect with this inner knowledge. Chinese philosophy, Confucianism and Chan Buddhism. Human nature and innate wisdom. Confucianism. Mencius, Mengzi, a Confucian thinker, argues that humans possess an innate goodness, which can be interpreted as a form of original wisdom or virtue that needs to be rediscovered within oneself. Immediate awakening, Chan Zen. In Chan Buddhism, the idea of sudden enlightenment corresponds to a direct recognition of the truth already present in the mind, reminiscent of Platonic recollection. Zoroastrianism. Knowledge of divine light. In Zoroastrianism, the struggle between light and darkness has spiritual implications. Souls are associated with an original divine light, and the spiritual quest can be seen as an effort to remember this purity. Synthesis. These philosophies share a common vision. Ultimate truth or knowledge is not something entirely external to the individual. It already resides within or is accessible through a return to an original source. Plato's recollection can thus be linked to themes of reincarnation, spiritual awakening, return to cosmic unity, or revelation of inner wisdom found in these Asian philosophical and spiritual traditions.